G'day, Mick. Welcome down to the pit again. Obviously, things are a bit quiet down here at the pit, but obviously we've got some updates from yourself and our esteemed President Casey.
Yes, Derm, thank you very much. Should have had the mask on straight up, mate, but I think I can take it down now and probably we get away with this, just doing a quick chat, quick update with the Pres, Casey Johnson. We'll just have a look at the rooms. There's nothing here. Have a look at this. And, oh, there we go. It's like the front bar.
The front bar.
Yes. How are you, Case?
G'day, boys. How are you?
I'm well, mate. I'm well. You're travelling okay?
Travelling all right. Just wish we were here today playing football, but not to be.
No, well, today, mate, June 5, Saturday, we were due to be playing, I think, Berwick.
Big day would have been. We had, so the seniors and the reserves would have played Berwick. The D4 under 19s were going to play Berwick. Our Premier under 19s were going to play Rowville, and then we had the girls playing, our Premier women were going to play Chirnside Park, and the development women were playing Croydon North.
Yep.
Obviously the Master women had a bye. So it would have been a big day for us today. We would have had a big luncheons. But,
Well, it would have been the Burners lunch today, mate, with
Yes.
with Kevin Sheedy. 145 people have booked.
Yeah,
What's
so-
happening with that, mate?
Signed out pretty quickly. So we've sort of postponed that now to July 24. We've asked Kevin Sheedy to make sure, see if he's still available for that postponed date. So he'll get back to us this week.
Yep.
And then we'll send some communication out to the faithful. And then hopefully we can all reconvene for that day and have a great day.
Excellent, mate. And I think I've gone out to the punters who had booked. Anyone who's booked has got the first right to basically keep their seat, and we'll use their money that they've paid. So
And certainly too, if anyone wants a refund that can't make the 24th, please just get in contact with Mike and myself, and we're happy to give you a refund if it doesn't suit your schedule, because obviously it's out of our control, but we're happy to help anyone that needs to have a refund.
good on you, mate. Now the other function that's coming up is the ladies' lunch.
Ladies' lunch, so that'll be a really that'll be a fun day. So that's July the 3rd here, so the very first ladies' lunch in our brand new facility. So Sheila Tomanolo and all the girls are full steam ahead with that. So it went live today with Eventbrite, eventbrite.com.au.
So you need to book your tickets online. It's a prepayment event.
Correct, and just search up BFC Ladies Lunch and away you go. So we've got Susan Alberti, which is she's a lovely lady.
Good
She's
get.
sort of the pioneer of
What's her name?
AFLW football.
A-grade guest speaker, mate.
Yes, and one of our ladies, Felicity Langton, who's involved with our Premier Women as well, reserve women football. She's going to be guest speaker as well. So it's going to be a great day. We'll probably have over 100 ladies here in this pavilion, so it'll be a great day.
Might have more, mate, because I know that the women's teams on that day have got buys.
Cool.
And they're making noises that they want to be at the lunch. So this could be a chock-a-block lunch.
We might have 2 lunches on the day.
Quite possibly, mate.
Better order some more champagne, Mick.
Oh, yes. Don't worry, there'll be plenty
Excellent.
of that there.
Yeah.
Now, just in respect of the ladies who are either Pink Panther members or partners of Coach's Box Cutlery, mate, they get the 25% discount.
Yes.
Best way to do that is
On the day, if you know you're a BFC Pink Panther,
Pink Panther.
we'll just give you 25% of your ticket in cash as a refund.
perfect, mate.
So then they can put it back over the bar after the fun.
Makes it nice and simple. Now, mate, off the field, there's been a lot happening with the players. Some of the boys have been hard
busy.
at it, probably 8 or 9 months ago or 10 months ago.
Yeah.
We've had some new babies come on board.
We
What
have.
can you tell us there, mate?
So, I mean, never waste a crisis. That's what Winston Churchill said, and we haven't wasted a crisis
Right.
at Blackburn Footy Club. So, in the last, 3 weeks ago, we had young Darcy was born to Luke Matthews and his partner Christy. So that's really congratulations to those two. But just last weekend, we had a couple of burners have their have some new babies born. Had Maxie Otten and Lauren had a young baby Hamish.
Yes.
Now Hamish was over 10 pounds.
I heard he was 11 pounds.
11 pounds. So he's the
Takes
first
after
baby-
his dad.
First baby to be born with 12 demerit points. He drove himself home from hospital. Little Hamish, so that's good. So he'll be in the back line in about 20 years to come. We also had Ryan Bathy and his lovely partner Steph. They've had young Xavier, so that's another talls for us, another tall player in another 20 years, I suppose, if he's anything like that.
Yes.
And then we had Sammy McCauley and his partner Ellie. They had little baby Charlie last weekend as well. Another great burner, Sammy McCauley, a legend of the club. And then just last night we had Michael Prendergast and his lovely wife Kate had baby Patrick. So another little burner.
Wow,
So,
wee.
We've got a number 1, we've got a number 9, we've got a number 33, we've got a number 39, and Luke Matthews' little boy will probably be a great coach. So we've got everyone covered in about 20 years.
Oh, that's sensational, mate. So congrats to all the
Yeah,
players.
well done.
And,
Congratulations to them all.
Congratulations.
yeah, it's the start of a new breed.
We just really got to think back what happened 9 months ago. Like, what was that a grand final day or something? I mean, it's pretty. Was there a players' function 9 months ago? I mean,
We should get the Victoria trace and track onto it, mate. They'll have an answer in 6 months.
There was no footy on, mate. I know that
yeah,
much.
we don't want to worry about that.
Yeah.
So there was something on.
Well, that's great
Something
stuff.
off.
What can you tell us about the rooms, mate?
Okay, so the rooms are still keep ticking along. The builders keep going through, working their way through the defects list, which is great. If you get a chance to come down, if you look behind the building now, the landscapers are starting to remediate all the area at the back of the rooms with a new pathway, new garden beds, new mud rocks behind the northern goals, which will be stepped down and planted out. So it'll be actually quite nice. So it's still a work in progress. KP, the great KP, he's put all the TVs up in the social rooms here. So
we've got 4 TVs up in the
massive TVs in the social rooms here to run football and sponsors and all that sort of stuff. So we've got, it just keeps moving on, and so it's great.
Excellent, mate. Nothing else to report there on the rooms?
No,
I don't think so.
I think everything's right at the moment. We just keep moving forward, little bits and pieces here.
I think it's mainly access with key cards and locks and all that, which is the latest and greatest thing that we need to get resolved. So
there will be some blinds put on the canteen there, so as you walk up to the rooms, you won't see all the paraphernalia inside those windows in the coming weeks. So there'll be block-out blinds put there for security reasons, and also to help the sun coming through from the west, especially in cricket season. It's pretty hot in there, so they'll put the new blinds in the next couple of weeks.
Okay. Not on the agenda, mate, but just quickly with the players. I mean, what are the players doing during this lockdown? Because they're not going to play now until I think late
the 26th of June.
Making babies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes, correct.
So look, I mean, the women have got a game on the 19th. Our under-19s are playing on the 19th. The senior men don't play again until the 26th, and that's against Vermont at Vermont. Now, I understand BA is sent out through Marcus Kruger, our strength and conditioning coach, a running program to all these blokes so they can keep their fitness up. Sort of a bit of a mini sort of pre-season, if you like. I mean, some of these guys won't be playing football for nearly 4 weeks. But what it has done, it's enabled some of the guys that have got niggling injuries and people that are coming off longer term injuries to get themselves right. So look, positive out of a negative. Some of the guys probably could do with a bit of the rest. And then come into the Vermont game, i.e. the second half of the year, nice and fresh, ready to get into it and hopefully play some finals.
It'll be great to see the likes of Jakey Hammond back
I
in the park, mate.
Can't wait. And the captain,
player.
Paddy Conn.
And the skip.
Yeah.
And the Skip, yes,
absolutely.
indeed.
Yeah.
Skip's had a couple of entries, a couple of games on and off, but let's
So
get them all back fit and ready to go and
Away we go.
have an attack on the finals.
Can't wait.
Merchandise, mate. Now we've been sending a lot of stuff out in the newsletter and social media.
Yes,
Have a
Dan,
look at. I love the vest, mate.
the vests are really popular. So
Yes.
Dan Richards, House of Golf, he's our committee man that's looking after all our merchandise. He's done a great job. Caps, we've got beanies, we've got scarves, we've got vests, we've got jackets, we've got umbrellas, we've got we've got the history book. I mean, let's not forget the history book. I mean, the history of this great club. So look, if you write anything like that, if you're sitting at home now, you've got nothing to do this weekend or next weekend, you've got your credit card in your hand, just jump online, www.blackburnfc.com.au, senior merchandise, and you can purchase online and then drop Mike a bit of an email and then we'll organise to get the goods to you, or you can come down and pick them up when we're able to come back to the social rooms and get that merchandise out. It has got our major sponsor, our merchandise sponsor Westpac on there.
Which we should sort of support them, Case, and say those that are wearing the older apparel with the older superseded sponsors.
Yes.
Getting a bit old in the tooth, boys, so step up, and ladies, and buy some new apparel with our very generous sponsor on the front.
Yeah, and specifically the people that have still got the old jackets with the previous bank.
Have a look at the badge.
on them.
The badge looks so much better, doesn't it?
It does, nice and clear. But the people that had the previous bank sponsor on them, you'll be getting a bit of a tap on the shoulder saying, hey, time to update. Because we can't have this great sponsor here with other people with the previous sponsor because they are direct competitors. So please do the right thing. Buy merchandise, whether it's just a cap or get one of everything. I mean, I have, Mike has, Derm's got one of everything. So it's good kit.
No, it's good gear. It's quality gear. So
Good quality.
All right, the EFNL, mate, the Eastern Footy Netball League.
Yes.
What are their latest plans and what are they looking at doing as a result of this lockdown?
Okay, so let's assume that's only 2 games that our senior men miss, or our football clubs miss. What Troy Swainson has said, it's an idea of perhaps making up those games at the end of the year, and then making the top 5 into a top 4 for finals,
Right.
and trying to still have 16 games specifically for Premier Division men,
Yep.
and then having a shortened final series. And trying to make it up that way. Now, it's not set in stone yet. I mean, he said to me the other day, there's about 100 different scenarios they've got in the wings, really waiting to see what happens. If it goes any longer, then those plans will probably change again. So it's really just that word. It's fluid at the moment. It's sort of a work in progress until I really know when this lockdown is completely done, and specifically what football looks coming out of it. Because who knows what's going to happen with crowds? Who knows what happens with being able to be indoors? Who knows anything's going to happen like that? So we really don't know what they've got planned per se, but the idea is they make the games up at the end of the season.
Okay. Well, I think they're saying, I think it's around about the 24th of September. It's the week before the AFL Grand Final.
Yeah, correct.
They're saying they're not going to go beyond that date.
No, they can't. So, they really want to wrap everything up before the end of September.
Yep.
Because then they start to go into grounds being rented for cricket season, and this pavilion here, we hand it over then anyway as well. So pavilions get handed over to cricket clubs, and so it'll be definitely, I would say, finished by the end of September. But what happens in that month of September with the finals is just a work in progress with it all, I think.
Okay.
So,
All right, mate. Well, just in conclusion, unfortunately, we got some sad news this morning about a life member who passed away last night, John Reid.
Yeah.
Reedy, great character of the club.
Indeed.
Did a lot of work around the club, back in the 80s, 90s, 2000s. What would you like to just pass on our condolences to his family?
On behalf of the club, it's a pretty sad day. John Reid, or Jack, as I knew him, he was a lovely man. He was one of the first blokes you see when you walk in, and his beautiful wife Marcel, she was one of the first ladies I ever met when I walked in here, and never forget, she took a liking to my son Kane, and he was only 3 or 4, and Jack's he was a lovely man.
Yep.
And if you was anywhere on Thursday night, he always sat in that corner with Geezer in the corner.
Yep.
With Paul Callahan Senior too.
Yes.
There's another one of that from that table. So
passed in that generation.
it's very sad, but it's something that it's inevitable.
Yep.
Unfortunately, he was a bit crook there for a while.
Yeah, he's been struggling for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's with a heavy heart that we say rest in peace, Jack. And it's with the club we'll always remember you, Jack. So thank you.
Yep, well spoken, mate. All right, Case, any other words in closing, or we'll just leave it at that at this stage?
I think that's about all. Everyone stay safe, and we'll be back in touch as soon as we can. So,
As soon as we know more.
Correct.
Yep. Good on you, mate.
Go Burners.
One last thing.
Thanks,
One
boys.
last thing. Who shout?
Well done, boys.
How's that look?
How they doing? You're the production manager.
I just put it back. I kept panning, trying to get the sponsors all the time.
Nice one.